I'm in my new apartment in Kobe. We just came yesterday, which was on Christmas. It's just the kiddo and I right now, and my husband will be back, the 28th. Because all of our stuff still has to be moved over. So I just have like a suitcase and car full of stuff with me, and then our appliances and all of our stuff will come in a few days. So I thought I would do a little apartment tour because I like watching apartment tours. I know some people don't, but I like it, so I'm gonna show mine. Okay, so here is the Genkan, and I like it a lot better than the one at our last apartment because our last apartment didn't truly have a Genkan. It was just like this tiny, tiny little area, and we always had to like struggle to all fit in the doorway when we came inside. So this is much nicer. And here's a little closet area here. You can put shoes and stuff in. She's following me everywhere today. So this is a 3K apartment, which means there are 3 bedrooms and the kitchen. And this is the first bedroom. So as you can see, there's tatami, and that's something new. We've never had tatami in any of the places we've lived in before, so it's kind of nice. I like the Japanese style. I know some people don't like taking care of the tatami, but hopefully it won't be too terrible. And then outside is just the view of the other apartment buildings, but yeah, there's a nicer view on the other side at least. So if we come back out, oh, and I still have to buy light fixtures because this apartment was not furnished at all, so at least there are some lights in the kitchen and bathroom and everything. So this is the bathroom. I think this tub is a little smaller than our last tub, but it's still a decent size. I'm not sure what this is for. I haven't looked at it enough yet. Maybe it's a cover. And then there are these buttons, which I haven't taken a look at yet either, and a little window, so it lets some light in, so that's nice. And this is the vanity, and there's a lot more space to put things than there was at our last apartment also. It was just this really cramped space, and I could barely see myself in the mirror to get ready. So this is much better, and I like how it has these so my stuff doesn't fall out. Let's close this, okay? And that's where the washer will go, the washing machine, which will be delivered soon. And here's the toilet room, just a standard toilet. And it has a window too. So we can turn those lights off. Kilder, come on. Don't play with the kitty food. Come on. Okay, so if we go into here, this is the kitchen. This is where the fridge will go. And there's a lot more cupboard space than there was at our last apartment too. So you have this area down here. And it even comes with some little built-in shelving, which is nice for storage. And it came with this built-in. We actually had something like this at our last apartment that we bought ourselves, but we had to stick underneath the cupboards, and it was kind of a pain because it didn't quite go right, and so one of the cupboards was a little open and it wasn't this big. So there's the sink. The stove will go there. Our computer's on top of it right now to keep safe. I have my makeshift garbage under there, but it came with some spots for storage there, which is nice. And then these drawers, it also came with a built-in thing for utensils, which is nice because The one we had was from the dollar store, and it's not very big. So the other ones are just empty. And I believe this is an intercom for outside, not an actual telephone. But, oh, and there's also this door that you can actually slide closed. But we'll probably be keeping that open most of the time. So then we have all of these sliding doors here, which you can open into the next room. This is the biggest room, I believe. I forgot to show the closet in the other room, but I'll show you the one in the next room. This is the only room without a closet. And oh, also you can go out on the little balcony there and here and hang clothes and things like that. It's very dirty right now though. I wouldn't want to step outside there right now. But yeah, that's probably use this room for like a living area space. And then this room, the last room, it has a sliding door too, so you can close it off. And right now there are Kildre's toys all over the place. But yeah, you can also come in this way. So there's the door right there. And this view is actually not too shabby. So let's see some housing and some of the mountains in the distance. It's pretty cool. And pretty close by is a Lawson, just, I don't know, a couple of minutes walk that way, which is also nice. There's parking, but we are going to be selling our car because parking is $100 a month, and it's not terribly useful in a big city like Kobe. Sorry, I'm chasing my daughter to make sure she doesn't get into trouble. So, come on! This is the large closet in this room. And there's even this part up here. There's a lot of space in here. I have some of our clothes and stuff. So yeah, it's actually pretty crazy how much space is in there. It's for futons and stuff, because you're supposed to fold up and put away your futon during the day. Whoop! Kildre, watch your hands. You're supposed to fold up your futon, put it away, so you have more space during the day. And I'm gonna close these two. Okay. And right now I'm just sleeping on an air mattress. What's wrong? What's the matter? And there's Kildre's futon there. And we just have this space heater, and it was really cold last night, even though that was on, and I had 2 blankets over top of me. I put 1 blanket covering the window, because we don't have curtains yet, to try to keep the cold air outside. But I was still freezing. I ended up putting on clothes under my pajamas, and then I also wore my hat and my gloves. So I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. It was bad. Luckily, Kildre somehow managed to stay warm. I kept checking on her, and she slept well, so that's good. So yeah, yesterday was a long day of driving from Mike. It took about 6 hours to drive here. And then he drove all the way back the same night. So he drove for about 12 hours yesterday, which is crazy. And he's having to finish up everything in Yamaguchi. So hopefully we can relax a little bit more in a few days.